Hi guys, this is a video review by Spartan765. Today I'm doing a video review of my Polish flare pistol. Go over a couple things about it. The first thing I'm going to say is I got it for $35. It's an exact copy of the H&K flare pistol. Really the only difference is it doesn't say H&K on the side. It's very durable, very reliable. It's one of the best looking flare pistols I've seen. One thing I like about this over many other flare pistols is you push this lever right here, pops it open, and right here there's a little ejector that pops the old cartridge out. Now you can fire with this flare pistol here. It's 25.6 millimeter or 26.5 millimeter. Sorry. I got some smoke cartridges because this was intended to be used as a flare pistol. You can use it like to signal, to light up the sky with white flares, or one thing I think is kind of neat is I can get smoke cartridges for it that are about that long. I already got some. They're on their way in the mail. They're about that long. They're pretty long. And they can be used just like smoke grenades. Except with this, you can actually, you don't have to throw anything. You just pop it open, put your cartridge in, close it, pull the hammer back. It has about a 10-pound, 12-pound trigger pull. And you just aim it where you want the smoke wall to be, and you pull the trigger, and it, emits. If the smoke, I don't think the smoke is flammable at all. It might light. It said on the website the smoke cartridges weren't flammable. Yeah, but you can use it like if you want to put up like a smoke blockade or signal or something through smoke. Pretty nice. I mean, it's a pretty nice thing to have if you're ever going into combat, or just a nice thing to have if you're going camping or something. Personally, I'm going to do it. It's part of my loadout that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a loadout, just kind of what I would have with me if like World War III broke out or something like that. What I would have, just kind of like as a resistance type thing. Just kind of a little fun thing to make up a loadout or whatever. I'll be doing a review of my loadout probably next week. If you got any comments or questions, send me a message. But oh yeah, just to go over the basic what it's made out of. It's made out of the tube itself. It's made out of steel. It's made out of high-grade polymer. It's manufactured in 1985. High-grade polymer, like I said. So is the H&K. The H&K is the same stuff. I might buy an H&K just for collector's purposes because they're kind of rare to find in the United States. Hammer's made out of steel. Internal parts made out of steel. The only thing that's made out of plastic is the trigger and the lower receiver and the handguard, or the pistol grip. And one feature I like about these, other than the other flare pistols that are out there in the older Polish model, is that they have a trigger guard, so you can safely have a flare in here and put it in your holster. Because the hammer has a safety feature that if you just bump the hammer, it has a blocking mechanism. Here, I'll show you. It has a blocking mechanism that won't let it, well, you can't really see, protrude through the hole if it's just bumped. But in order to make it go through the hole, you pull the hammer back, the trigger is pulled down, and then it can go through the hole, as you see here. But if I release that trigger, it doesn't go through the hole at all. That's a safety feature, so you can carry a flare in the gun itself. Now, flare guns are basically made for signaling purposes, and some are made for smoke screens like this one is. But they can also be used in an extreme case as a defensive weapon. Like if you're out battling or whatever, like let's say you're in a war, you run out of ammo and everything else, and all you got are some phosphorus white star flares left. I would imagine that shooting a phosphorus white star flare at somebody under a range of 20 meters would probably not be good for the person you shot it at. I don't know, I've seen movies where flare guns and read in books, and one true story from World War II where a German pilot landed on a British airfield, and the Englishman that captured him had a flare pistol and used that to capture him because he didn't have a weapon. But I've seen several movies where people have been shot with flare guns. I mean, it's not a good idea. You definitely don't want to get a 12 gauge insert and fire shotgun shells through this because it will probably break it, and you'll probably get severely hurt. If you got any comments or questions, send me a message. Spartan765 out. Oh yeah, and always with these, they're just like guns. So you don't want to point it at anything you don't intend to shoot, because it will kill somebody. It's not a toy. So be very careful with these, because they do have the potential to start stuff on fire. They can kill something. They can do extreme damage to things. Just be careful with it. They're very good, fun pistols to have. You know, just for 4th of July, you can get flares, and if you're in the country, you can get flares and, you know, shoot them off like fireworks. If you got any questions, comments, send me a message. Spartan765 out.